we were talking about how there's this news story about a UFO landed in the backyard of a residence in Las Vegas, and then the person looking out the video saw the crashed UFO, and they saw aliens walking about around the UFO that were 10 feet tall. They didn't look like humans. They looked like creatures with big shiny eyes and big mouths.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
And they called 911 and they kind of described it. And then when the cops showed up, on his body cam, you see a shooting star, or what appeared to be a shooting star, or something, a big light in the sky, like protruding downward beyond the trees.
No, that's...
Don't.
That's previous that another officer saw a shooting star
that's from a different
come down.
time.
Yeah. And that's what made the officer intrigued about the story.
I thought it was body cam from the responding officer.
No, that was a previous officer who saw it, and then when the call came out, made another officer say, you know what? I need to go check this out because there may be a meteor or there may be something more to what these guys are saying.
Because his partner just got footage of a shooting star.
Right. What appears to be a shooting star.
Let's go ahead and get to the video.
Hit the video, bro.
This is the news story from the news channel that went viral. And just so you guys know, I will link this actual video in the bio below if you guys want to watch the video without our commentary. But this was posted yesterday, and it has 2.4 million views
in one day.
So in one day, and not only are we interested, everybody's interested. And this is from 8 News Now, Las Vegas. So
Vegas, baby.
And
what happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas.
Here we go.
Worldwide news, baby.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now.
Okay, he had me at anybody that has something crash in their backyard, you're going to call 911.
Yeah, plane, meteor.
And if there's creatures walking around,
a car,
immediately, like, are you going to be immediately calling 911, or are you like, I'd be in shock. I think.
If I saw an alien, I haven't seen an alien in my life, right? But if I did, I would be in shock and awe, right?
I'd probably put my hand up like, hi.
I do like, I'd probably even do like the Star Trek symbol.
Shake my hand.
Like, it's seeing if they knew. You know, nanu or whatever it is.
So if I'm not scared beyond belief and shitting my pants, like if I'm actually able to function,
right?
I would like to think that I would try to make hand gestures to let them know that I'm friendly, that I want to help.
Yeah.
You know, and that's me assuming that they would know what my gestures would mean.
I think that they would be able to read your mind and know what your intent is in the beginning.
Probably, because I've watched videos about that too.
I'm just saying that's my assumption. If they're able to travel through space and time and all that kind of stuff, like they have to be able to know our intent, right? Like,
hey, telepathy is a thing.
It is.
Let's go. Let's get with it.
All right, hit it.
Investigators digging into this for weeks now, and tonight our David Sharns with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
Here we go.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
And it's looking at us.
Where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot. 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
They were big.
Big eyes. They have big eyes.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Let me pause it right there. He was pretty descriptive in that.
And he does not sound disoriented, under the influence. He doesn't sound, I mean...
No, well, what sounds a little sus to me is how descriptive he was. I mean, I hope he did not sound disoriented at all. He
Or
didn't
scared.
sound under the flames. He didn't sound scared or panicky.
He's actually really calm and collected.
I'm not gonna lie. He sounded like he was probably just did a couple blunts, but not that I've ever done any blunts, but I've been around people who do. That's what he sounds like. But he was very descriptive. He wasn't scared. He wasn't panicked. He said they were like very big, 8, 9, 10 feet tall. He didn't know. Big eyes, big shiny eyes, and big mouths.
I'm just hung up on you saying done blunts, smoked a blunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been around people who smoke blunts. They wouldn't be able to describe something like that in that type of detail.
Okay.
Right. They'd be like, it slows down your...
Pass the chips.
Yeah. Like, hold on. Let me eat this snack real quick. Yeah, they're 10-foot aliens.
Right,
so he's very descriptive, very precise, but he's very collected in his thought when he's making this phone call, which makes it even that more intriguing.
Let's keep it going.
Go.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it. And another one's inside.
So it was minutes later after an officer caught that shooting star.
Yeah. So the officer was on another call, right?
Yeah.
And it just so happened that his body cam caught the shooting star falling. The, quote, shooting star falling from the sky. And to me, when I'm watching it, it looks like it changes its...
It looked like it did a little swerve there at the end. Yeah.
And there's not a tail the entire way like a shooting star either.
That one looked like it was close to the atmosphere.
A meteor, right?
That looked
it's
like
burning the entire way as it comes through our atmosphere. It's coming down at thousands of miles an hour.
Okay, I'll give you that. That looked like it was like already probably in our atmosphere. It was.
It's in it because it's burning already. So it's on fire.
And I did see the little swerve at the end. It's like most shooting stars are just straight.
And that burn is not. It looks like it starts and stops. So
plus most meteors or meteorites or shooting stars, they're not like that hue of green.
Meteor hits the Earth. Meteorite burns up before it hits the Earth.
But usually something coming in my atmosphere,
which is a shooting star.
It's not normally that color. That was like a weird color for me. I thought that was kind of different.
Yeah, it's not a. It doesn't look like a shooting star to me.
Here we go.
All right.
It has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm still nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star. Then these people say there's aliens.
So the actual officer said he had butterflies. I probably would too if I was in his shoes.
I mean,
a report about aliens, and then he actually.
Well, I think he knows that his partner has seen it already. Yeah.
So that's where the butterflies are, and I think
so that just validates a little backstory to the the call, right?
I would like to be the officer on that call. I'm just saying, I would love to be the officer.
Oh,
on that
I'd be
call.
there. I'd be like hitting the gas like I'm in a Code 3 pursuit right now. Lights and sirens. I'm getting there. Okay.
Here we go.
I want to see them.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
Did they just say an hour?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or
they see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big.
You know what? So he said it looked like a big creature. I was like, at first he was describing it as, hey, it looked like an alien.
It's not human.
Big
is
head.
What he said.
but it seemed like he was describing a typical alien gray with the big head, big eyes, shiny eyes.
He said big mouth.
He said big mouth. Normally the alien grays,
they always have a small mouth.
They're like big like that, and it's a small slit. Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Here we go.
Like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear? They're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
We'll talk about that.
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Okay, so this is an aerial of
that
the
looks
property.
like a drone type footage.
It looks like drone footage, but it's probably some sort of Google Maps or Apple Maps. It's satellite view because it's from a distance.
But look, it's going around the buildings like that, though. You can't do that with Google Maps, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I think that's what sort of map this is. But that's the property. And when they say it landed in their backyard, like at first I was thinking it was just like maybe a
tiny
backyard,
backyard
typical
with
backyard.
the little grass.
Yeah, so if it landed in their backyard, here we go. Like, look how big that backyard is. They have, it looks like a couple RVs. They've got some tractor equipment in the very back. That's a very big lot.
Yeah, that's a big lot.
So where it landed, was it closer to the house or was it more towards the back? And what time of night was it? How clear was it? Because it doesn't look like, from this view, there's probably no stage lighting or.
They have a bulldozer in their backyard, for God's sake.
Well, they probably have a business or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this is the property. So it's definitely enough room for something to land.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way. And whatever crashed by the time the police got there was gone, but sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what? We do not know.
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officer sees something, the neighbor sees something. I mean, so what could it be?
Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. George Knapp covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Hour Investigators. We're showing you drone video from above that area.
It is a drone.
And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all, and we are waiting to hear.
So they're showing drone video from that far away, but how come the Las Vegas Metro had to black it out because of private property?
Right?
That don't make sense to me.
I've watched probably all 34 seasons of Cops that have been out. And have they ever blocked out somebody's private property before?
The only thing they ever block out are maybe children's faces.
Or somebody that didn't
want to be in
a consent form or whatever the case is.
But just body cam footage of just going through the backyard, everybody shows that.
Yeah.
Every PD shows that.
They're jumping over fences, running through people's yards.
So that tells me
That adds a little validity to this.
Did the government get involved? Did the government say, hey, don't show anything what happened in that backyard? You know?
That's what makes you think.
Because they did say that guys in SUVs in black suits and sunglasses were driving around in SUVs. They had government plates on.
That could have been me in a black suit and sunglasses.
So there's could those have been like, here come the men in black? That's all I know.
Galaxy defend us.
That's all I know of the song.
That's how it goes.
But yeah, but they say every time that there's like a possible UFO crash or something anonymous that nobody can explain, they say the government does show up.
Yeah.
You know.
And rightfully so, right? We have to have a branch of government.
They should, but it's a government that doesn't want to like disclose anything. They want to collect it all, keep it to themselves, and it's just a weather balloon.
Yeah, weather balloons all the time that are able to go from one spot to another. And
here we go.
All right.
From the Pentagon as well.
And you talked to these people. It seemed completely legitimate to you. And do you have any personal thoughts on maybe what it was?
Right. So it seems from talking to our sources that something happened. There was obviously some flash in the sky. A lot of people saw it that night on the night of April 30th, early in the morning on May 1st. Did that exact thing land in their yard? I don't know. But these people said they saw some SUV circling the area. Could this have been some piece of equipment that malfunctioned? Maybe they saw something and then someone came. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Right.
Someone came and retrieved it from the backyard in the SUV. We don't know. This all comes as a former high-level intelligence officer, a veteran, was on News Nation talking about how there is a program where the government collects some unidentified objects. So this might be that. We just don't know. We're going to work to find out, though.
And no substances. They were looking with clear eyes.
Very interesting.
Not big buggy eyes, though.
This is really unique. Thank you, David.
No substances. What is? Why would you even use that word, right? Like, no evidence.
My goodness.
Evidence is a better word, right?
That was. Like, we all see news stories about UFOs and aliens, but this one was a different one. This one hit a little bit different, right?
Well, yeah. Today, and with the world that's around us, everybody has phones, Ring doorbells, security cameras, PDs wear body cams, dashboard cams, rear view cams.
Ooh, I got something on that.
All right.
Oh, no, finish what you're saying.
So I'm just saying there's so much more to prove than disprove nowadays versus back in the days where you just had to go off of someone's story and write them off as crazy, right?
But here's my thoughts on technology. Okay, so let's say there's extraterrestrial or non-terrestrial technology that hits your Earth. We have no idea how old that technology is. We don't know how long they've had that technology. And I think how secretive our government has been over the years, we don't know how advanced our government is. We don't know what kind of stuff we're experimenting with. You know what I'm saying? So our government could probably have stuff that me and you, we can't fathom of how it works. But our government they have technology that is probably, stuff that looks like magic to me and you. That's probably what our government and other governments are experimenting with.
Yeah.
That's how secretive they are.
Yeah.
So if we actually had something that is off-world that shows up here, how are we to know how old that is? We're not to know. Our brains aren't capable of that.
And I think that's the way that they want it. They want us to just be in the dark, think everything's okay. We're the only, civilization that's out there. And don't worry about it. Like, just keep your head in the sand like an ostrich. Me, my head's up. I'm not.
Okay.
My head's not in the sand, so.
Okay, guys, so we want to hear your comments. We want to know what you think about the video, about the news story. We don't really care about what you think about us drinking and how drunk we are. You just save all that. We don't care.
I'm not drunk. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we've had some beer talk, and I just showed my beer online. But anyways, tell us about what you think about the news story.
Yeah.
Because drunk or not, I mean, shit's going on. Stuff's going on.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
Who am I to call it bullshit? What you got?
I believe. I mean, everybody has their own assumptions. They have their own right to believe in whatever they want to believe in. I choose to believe that there is something out there. So if you do find this stuff intriguing, like we said, drop the comments.
Wait. Before you get into the closing, I was watching a podcast with Neil Tyson deGrasse.
Oh.
And it was about space and aliens.
Amazing.
And he said to think that there's not other intelligent life out there in the cosmos, in the aliens, in the galaxies, alien galaxies, to think there's not life out there is like going up to the ocean with a small paper cup, scooping up some ocean water and looking into it and saying, well, there's no sharks in this cup. There must not be any sharks out in the ocean. And that resonated with me. I'm like, that's so true, because nobody here on this planet really knows what's out there light years away. I mean, we have telescopes out in space. Now we have the James Webb that's out there that's doing its thing and is doing it great. It's giving us new information, but nobody really knows what is way the hell out there. Question everything.
I question everything. Authority, anything.
All right, guys, I'm Keither.B for the Keither.B podcast, and with my host,
Jay Wins.
He's the host with the most, and thanks for hanging out with us.
All right, guys. Peace.